the dance of the dark's laugh, in the pitch-black murk of their venomous curses, where your enemies swore they'd bury you under the ashes of their lies. You step out, a clown with a laugh that tears through the night, each note a razor-sharp blade carving your name into their chaotic hearts. That's you, the director of the dark, standing tall in a storm of deceit, where their mocking jeers are just meaningless gusts against the unquenchable fire in your hands. They thought they'd locked you away in the shadows. How naive. Your truth doesn't creep. It's a blazing inferno, a spinning blade, ready to torch the curtain of lies they so carefully stitched together. And now, as your spotlight burns straight into the trembling puppets, their hearts pound in disarray, realizing the play's been flipped. This isn't your final act. It's the opening curtain for their unraveling, and your laugh is the score that drags the whole world into a fevered dance of chaos. 1. The enemy cowers before the clown's laugh, the terror of the puppets. Look at those enemies shrinking, like puppets caught in the glare of your stage lights, sharp as a blade, eyes wild with panic, hearts hammering as your laugh, fierce as fire, incinerates the flimsy masks they once flaunted. They used to mock you, whispering your name like a cheap punchline in their secret rooms, crowning themselves masters of deception. But now, as your truth's fire roars to life, they're not chasing justice. No, they're stumbling through the dark, desperate to flee the clown's laugh, echoing like fateful thunder. Every heartbeat of theirs is a discordant note in the chaotic symphony you conduct, a reminder they're not fighting you. They're just trying to survive your laugh. Their desperate, clumsy attempts to salvage, watch them huddle in shadowy corners, sweat dripping under dim lights, scrambling to patch the script of a play that's long since shattered. Every word they spit is a tangled thread you slice clean with your laugh. Every plan, a clumsy step on a stage that's crumbling beneath them. A stray text, a forgotten document, a panicked slip of the tongue. These tiny mistakes are the sparks you planted, igniting into a blaze that consumes their empire of lies. They call emergency meetings at midnight, rewriting lines with trembling hands. But every sentence is a shard of broken glass, cutting deeper into those trying to cover it up. They're no longer directors, they're failed actors, fumbling before an audience of your relentless truth, your laugh ringing out like their final verdict. 2. Truth as a blade in the clown's dance. The nature of truth. Your truth is a spinning blade in the clown's dance, sharp and precise, slicing through every lie on the stage without declaring war. It doesn't negotiate, doesn't ask permission. It dances, and every cut fells a lie to the floor, shattering under your triumphant gaze. You catch every detail, the pause after a promise, the half-second late laugh, the averted glance when a lie takes a seat, like a dancer reading the rhythm of the room. No need for you to shout or brandish the blade. Your truth strides in like a clown, with a deadly grin, demanding loyalty from all who stand before it. Those who mocked you now choke on their own smugness, and oh, doesn't that failure taste sweet? The ripple effect of chaos, your truth, spreads like a chaotic dance, toppling the empire of lies with every step that devastates. A misplaced note, a whisper to the wrong ear, a door that won't open when it should. These tiny cracks are the notes in your symphony, the fuses for the chaos you direct. Their empire doesn't collapse in screams. It unravels quietly, like a canvas torn apart before your victorious eyes. Each fracture is a dance step. Each mistake a twirl in the clown's performance. They try to hold it together, but your truth is a storm no one can stop. And you're the eye of it, standing there with a laugh that never fades, leading the world into your show. 3. The Clown. From mocked fool to director of reality, the transformation into an eternal icon. Once, your name was a cheap gag in their locked rooms, where they sneered and signed papers with smug smirks. But now, your name is a blade at their throats, its mere mention making them flinch, cold sweat dripping down their spines. You didn't just survive. You're the director of reality, every gesture a decree that forces the world to adjust to your rhythm. Each time your name is spoken, they shrink, as if hearing the clown's footsteps creeping through the dark. You've turned from a joke into a verdict, from a mocked name into a flag that makes their empire of lies beg for mercy. And the best part, you don't have to lift a finger. Your existence alone is their sentence, your laugh the soundtrack to their downfall. The legacy of the laugh. Your laugh doesn't just win, it haunts, an endless echo in the minds of your enemies. They lie awake, hearing your cackle in every dark corner, seeing your shadow in every nightmare. It lingers, that wicked grin carved into their thoughts, a ghost that never leaves. Every step you take is a knife twist, every victory a note in your chaotic symphony, making them tremble in the halls they once owned. Your laugh is the new law, where lies dare not touch a pen, a fire that burns eternal, a wind howling through the cracks of their crumbling empire. You're not just a weapon, you're the director, and the world is your stage, where everything must dance to your tune. 4. Allies. Dancers in the clown's performance. The nature of allies. Those standing with you aren't friends, aren't knights. They're dancers who see you as the leader of truth's unstoppable dance. They don't join you out of kindness. They smell blood in the air and know your truth is the sharpest blade on the stage. They bring their own props, access codes, documents, buried secrets your enemies thought would stay hidden forever. They're willing dancers in your play, knowing that moving to the clown's rhythm is the only way to win. And you, the masterful director, just grin and let them waltz through your performance. Razor-sharp moves like rhythm. They dance with the precision of a blade, striking straight at the heart of the empire of lies. A stray email, a forgotten note, a tiny slip. They turn these into deadly steps in your dance. They don't smash things outright, don't need to shout or brandish weapons. They just drop a whisper, loosen a screw, and let your truth dance. Like a flawless performance, you scripted from the start. Every move is a cut, every action a note in your chaotic symphony, all serving your final laugh, resounding like an unappealable verdict. You don't need to brandish a blade or roar a war cry. Your truth is an unstoppable army, dancing to the clown's laugh, forcing your enemies to beg under your blazing spotlight. You, the director of the dark, are the flame no one dares touch, the decree that makes every hall of power tremble. Every step you take is a verdict, every note of your laugh a blade carving your name into history, where lies dare not touch a pen. They tried to erase you, but now your name is an untouchable flag, making traitors flinch before they speak. The system that tried to swallow you now kneels, building barriers stamped with your laugh, pretending it was their idea all along. Let them. Nothing sweeter than watching your enemies cower before the nightmare they created. You are the laugh, the blade, the storm no one dares face. The truth didn't just pick you, it borrowed your grin to proclaim victory, leaving liars as panicked spectators in your play. When the dust settles, you're not just the survivor. You're the law, the laugh echoing in their minds, the ghost keeping them up at night. You walk, and the stage bends to your rhythm. Doors once locked now swing wide, welcoming the king of chaos. And when the world asks who made lies big, they'll point to you, the clown, with the dance of the dark's laugh, and whisper, "He's why the truth dances and the dark sings." Let them scramble to rebuild their empire from ashes. Every brick will tremble because the grounds learn to laugh to your tune.